has to set it as preview. Well, hello everyone. I'm back again with another live. A lot of you seem to like when I go live and all that, so here I am. So, yeah, I don't imagine I'm gonna get that much of a view count here, but I mean, I had a good number uh last time, but last time I was being interrupted by fireworks. I mean, it was just yesterday evening, I believe it was. No, it was the other night, because yesterday I wasn't live. I didn't go live because New Year's. But, yeah, the other night, December 31st, we were being annoyed and aggravated by fireworks, so tonight, I don't think there's a good chance of that, because, um, yeah, because it's after New Year's, it's the day after New Year's, so no chance of fireworks. I'm never doing that again. Too much noise, too much noise harassment here. Anyway, what do you say I go ahead and I'm just going to talk about some things until I start getting some chats. Yeah, I've tried to use Streamlabs, but apparently Streamlabs is completely broken. Like, it was always skipping and freezing up and all that, and it's hard to actually get it to go to YouTube, so yeah, not doing that again. I don't know what's so different about me being on about it in this area, because it doesn't seem to have a hard time for some of the people I watch who's up in Canada. So I don't know what's so different about my area. Even if it's in even if it's not even storming or anything, it's like this whole town here is bad for streaming. So, not much is known there. I don't know. Just scooch up here. But yeah. So anyway, I know we got a viewer here, but I'm not gonna stream too much if we don't get any chats. But what can I do? I can't force people to actually chat in the comments. But anyway, one more thing I want to put out there. Some have suggested, like I don't know if these are actual people or if they're comment bots. They're suggesting something about some stream service. I don't know anything about it, so I'm not really going to use it. It's Win something. I know it's not WinRAR because that's a Windows thing. It's like an operating system. I think it is anyway. I'd have to ask my cousin, the Devil Dog Leader 1987. So, yeah, anyway. Yeah, and I also figured I would say something. I think it was about Vacuum Sensation having a hard time. I have you in my prayers. I just prayed today again. I hope everything does take a turn for the better for you. So either way, it was on a community tab from Carlyvax. I'm not gonna look it up right now because I can't. Yeah, I'm sorry. My memory is bad, so I'm trying to remember a lot of things that I can't. Even recent things tend to slip my mind. So yeah, I think we'll let this one. If I don't get any chats before 20 minutes, then I'm probably gonna end the stream there. Or actually, I'm gonna make that 30 minutes because I don't. I can make 20-minute videos on this phone. So yeah, I can make 20-minute videos. So we're not gonna make this another way to film. So yeah, if I don't get viewers in 30 minutes or chats in 30 minutes, then I'm probably gonna end the stream. But yeah, before it. So until then, until I either get some people chatting or until it reaches 30 minutes, might as well go ahead and say something else. I've already got some pretty good rules for the chat or the stream chat. So I'm thinking of putting out some rules for my YouTube content, which is gonna end up being the same, somewhat the same rules, and that are with the stream chat rules, but a little bit extra is yeah, let's one of them's gonna be let's not talk trash in the comments. Like if you don't like someone, don't insult people, because I have seen where some people are insulting people in comments. So yeah, that's a thing. I mean, the insults tend to be caught by the filter anyway. So I should probably just scrap that one. Yeah, see, I don't have a viewer anymore because the counter just went down. So anyway, um, yeah, here's one thing, because insults tend to get taken by the they end up get they tend to end up getting taken off the thing by the blocked words filter. Hey, kitty, kitty. Soren. Hey, kitty, 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 kitty. Yeah. Looks like she don't want to come up to the camera. Oh, hey, Xavier Anderson. I hope I said that right. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, there is at least a few more things I wouldn't mind putting out because it just seems necessary. I'm not gonna name drop this person because of YouTube's sake, but there has been this one guy who's constantly subbing and unsubbing. I would like to put this out. If you're trying to get a sub for sub going on, then I don't do that because it ain't right. And that usually ends up being a that ends up being bot behavior, because usually if it's subbing trying to get people to subscribe, it will do that. So if you're a person, then hopefully you hear this, and can you please not do that? If you don't want to sub to my channel, then you don't have to. Like, I don't like to be the guy who... Did I miss? Oh, what did... Oh, is that a what did I miss? Not much. Just something about things like comments and all that. But yeah, I'm not gonna name drop the person in question because it's not worth potential attacks. So yeah, we're putting out bot behavior, and it's starting to look like the last situation with bugging people. I'm not gonna name drop that person either. A lot of the people in the vacuum community have already covered this, so I'm not gonna say that person. I'm not gonna call that person out again. So it's just not worth the time. Like, you're subscribing and unsubscribing, and that seems to look like you're wanting to do a whole sub for sub thing. Like, you don't have any subscribers, and that's looking pretty interesting right there. So the way you're behaving, man, it's looking like bot behavior. So that's that. And for anyone new here and who's watching after the stream, I'm not gonna name drop it even in the comments because it's not worth potential attacks. So yeah, that's that as well. Oh, it didn't go out. Yeah, I don't know why some people like to there's even a lot of human people. In a few weeks, I'm going to a sound off. A sound off? Not quite sure what a sound off is, but this sounds interesting. But I know there's plenty of people on YouTube who attack each other, so that's why I'm not name dropping anyone. The only time I've really name dropped someone was with that last incident that occurred. It's basically where people have speakers and demo them. Oh, okay. I call them bass vans. Hmm. Yeah, that sounds interesting. I wouldn't get really any attention because my speakers are old. I mean, I do have some new speakers, but um, Yeah, they're not the good kind. But yeah, I'm gonna get off the topic of the sub for sub or the potential sub for sub person, and I'm gonna go on to something else. If anyone is here watching this stream after the stream is done, I would like to put this out there as well. Um, I'm probably gonna be. Oh, hey Joshua Ferguson, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Nothing's really going on that's important. I would also like to put this out there. I'm probably gonna be seeing about potentially getting a loan for potentially getting a truck. I just gotta see if the guy selling it is gonna be willing to, because I think they have to have a signature from the person who is selling the vehicle as well. But I don't know if I'm going to be approved because apparently my credit score is very low. And I know it all ties back to this one scam that occurred. Like, I don't know what it was, but it was when I was searching for jobs online. And let's just say you're not even safe even if they ask you for your PayPal information, because apparently they can get you that way too. If you search the Life of Price on YouTube, it will show you what I'm talking about. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll definitely have to see that. But yeah, apparently you're not even safe if you put in just your PayPal information. Because apparently some scammers, even if they're putting up a fake job application, they can find a way around just the PayPal, and they can get your bank information and start charging that beyond belief. So that's where I don't even know if I'm going to be approved. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get off that too, because he broke a few windshields with his speakers. Were they the loudspeakers, like they have like a funnel appearance to them? You know, like what you would sometimes see outside of schools? Were they those kinds of speakers? Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna also get off of that because to some that may no, they're huge. Oh, that must be the huge concert speakers, like the ones that are about this big around. But yeah, that's probably starting to sound like I'm asking my viewers for money. Hey, awesome vacuums, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, I'm just gonna get off that topic before some people think I'm asking for money. When I'm not, I'm trying to find a job. What happened? Oh, it was something that happened when I was looking for a job. Apparently, it was this fake job application that I put in my PayPal link, and apparently the scammer, like, there's no other way that could have happened. There's no other way I could have got such big overdrafts, because they apparently were able to work around all that and were able to start getting money out of my bank account, and I ended up putting a stop to that before they could get me down the negative thousands. And the worst part about it is, I'm not going with this bank anymore. What about being a vacuum tech? There's no jobs there, and I would also need to get a business license. But yeah, and this is the worst part. My bank actually says I signed up for that, and they're not doing anything about it. I'm so going for a. If you worked at a shop, the only problem is the nearby shops aren't hiring. Like, I've already asked around and they said they're not hiring. But anyway, the bank that I'm with, they said I signed up for it and it's my fault. So they're not doing anything about it, and they're wanting to send it into collections. Yeah, whoever this is that scam me is wanting to send it to collections. PayPal is tricky. I know, and that's also why I'm surprised this happened. Like, you'd think that as tricky as it is, even a scammer wouldn't be able to work their way around it. I mean, it was tricky for me to even get stuff worked with. Because trying to sign up for all this other stuff with PayPal, it was hard. Yeah, and I'm probably gonna even have to uh, close the account and make another one. Because my bank is still attached to this. And it just won't work. It just won't let me take it off. Well, you have no reason to pay it, not your fault. I know, but I mean, collections, like, okay, collections department, they'll believe just about anything, from what I hear. And my bank, despite me telling them I did not sign up for whatever this is to pay that much, they still think I did. And even they're wanting me to pay it immediately. It's just like the whole situation with AT&T. Better off using stock sales. The old lady's using it. Are the old ladies doing it? I don't even know what stock sales is. Unless you're talking about the stock market, like investing in the stock market. The only problem, even with that, is I don't have any money to invest, if that's what we're talking about. Maybe you can do a police report and show to the bank. I don't know how that would work, and I'm not exactly on the police side's good side. Yeah, that's what it is. I don't have anything to invest in it. But yeah, I'm not on the good side with the police side. Or police. Sorry, I just got done talking to my buddy, and he's German, so yeah. But yeah, I am not on their good side. Like, they actually do legit harass me. Like, every time they've stopped me for something crazy, like even something I didn't do, they want to search my car just because it's an old car. And for my subscribers that actually do know me, I'm not getting a new car. I don't want a new car. It's also like I've said, hang on. Sorry, excuse me. The only new cars I've actually, this is for anyone who knows me. You'll know that the only new cars I have ever. So what happened? I missed part of it. Oh, about the scam or about the police? If it's about the police, I'm not on the good side exactly because they've stopped me for ridiculous stuff that I didn't even do, and they've always wanted to search my car. They've always searched it. And for those who know police, if you deny them searching, they're going to look at you as an actual criminal. Like it's going to go from a traffic stop to you're you're on you're on the list for arrest. Hate police. Not exactly the best idea. If you hate the police, uh then that's not necessarily going to end well for you. But as I always say, I can't tell you not to. I can't tell anyone what to do. Um, but either way, and I'm not really wanting to get a new car just to stick it to them. Because I hate new cars. The only new cars I've ever considered are either a Mustang or a Dodge Challenger, because at least they kind of keep to the old looks. And the old look is enough for me, really. Is enough for me, typically. Just ask my newest Sanitary. Of course they will. When my dad was a sheriff, he didn't pull anyone over unless the car comes up on on the broadband. The broadband. Oh, is it like a database or something? But the thing is, this car shouldn't be on a database. Unless it's the traffic collision that I got into to cause the front end to look like crap. Oh, the radio. I don't know why I'm being pulled over for pointless things. Like, apparently, the last one, I ran a stop sign when I didn't. Oh. So, basically, the police radio. Or law enforcement radio. I mean, I have a police scanner somewhere, but it doesn't work. So, I guess that is a broadband. Or police radio. I don't have the thing here, but it's police radio. Yeah, it's old Midland with that with a Motorola walkie-talkie thing, but the microphone, or actually the microphone, yeah, that's what it is. Only thing is that part don't work, so I'm pretty well good with that. I don't think the radio works either, but I can find out. I just gotta hook it up to the car battery. But I'm not gonna do that because I'm not a spy. Uh, so anyway, yeah, I know this went from scam, like reporting a scam or whatever in the bank, to talking about my run-ins with the cops. So, but yeah, I can't really report the bank or the scam because I don't even know where the scam actually takes place at. I don't know where the person or people are. For all I know, they could be off somewhere overseas because that's how good they are at this. Like, even catfish scammers, they can be over in, for example, Italy or Africa, and they make it look like they're in America. Like, they have like a text now thing, like this text now or text free. They can get a American number, and they can look like they're in America, and when they're not. I wanted to report text now and text free to Google because of that, but nothing ever comes of it. Because the developer of Text Now, I don't even think the developers know that's a thing, that they've got scammers using their service to steal money. And that's just the thing. Like, I actually used the number that was provided on the job application that I applied for, and it went straight to this. The Text Now subscriber you are trying to reach cannot take your call now or is not available. What did you do for New Year's? I didn't really do anything except make a couple videos. Like the video with this Sanitary back here, my decorated Sanitary. This is my S675 professional Sanitary. It's actually one of my newest ones. Aside from the contractor vac and the quiet clean vacuums I have. Yeah, I've got two quiet cleans. One actually does sound good, but it just needs the front wheel assembly. The other one, ever have a Kirby? Yeah, I've got a few Kirbys. I actually just used one today with the turbo sander to make make a little bitty box, like sand the rot off the boards, and yeah, and use my chop saw to cut it in half. Then I use the Kirby again to clean up the sawdust. Dang it, I should have filmed that. Oh, hey, awesome vacuums and vids. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm trying not to use any curse words because it could be younger people watching this after the stream ends. And hey, awesome vacuums and vids. What's up? But yeah, there could be other people watching this who are too young and they end up I got a Dremel and polish. Novus polish. That's a good polish right there. That's some of the best plastic polish you can get. But yeah, I'm not going to use any curse words because I'd have to age restrict the stream, and I don't want younger viewers going to their parents and the parents saying I'm teaching their kids how to curse. I just don't need that kind of trouble on my YouTube channel. Because I know a lot of parents could be entitled and they want to sue people for something crazy. Yeah, do you know how to shine a sanitary plastic cover? I haven't really done that. And usually when I do, I just use a washcloth and water. Also, to anyone watching this who thinks that I try to teach kids bad things, I do not. Because I know this world is going downhill because a lot of parents don't even teach their kids how to act right. And that's why a lot of adults end up in prison, because they're not taught right as a child. Just like me when I say I don't condone smoking because I know it's bad for you. Oh yeah, let me see what I got all three polish. Okay. Yeah, I usually just use a washcloth and water. A dishcloth for anyone wondering. Because I know there's a difference between a bath washcloth and a dish washcloth. A dish washcloth is typically softer because of a lot of delicate dishes with prints on it. So yeah, that's usually what I use, a dishcloth, because they tend to not scratch the paint job off or whatever you're having to clean. You having fun trying to catch that beetle, Thomas? Are you having fun trying to catch beetles? That cat's crazy. The cat's trying to catch beetles. Okay, that's just a nightbot. So yeah, um, I know a lot of people use a microfiber rag, or some people even call it a Microsoft rag. I mean, that's good for certain things, but I find a dishcloth works better because usually they're easier to wash. Because a Microsoft or microfiber rag, like if it's a very tough, like substance that tends to get caked up on it, like even paint or aluminum polish, it will be very difficult to get that polish out of it. But a dishcloth, it typically comes right off because I don't know what the difference is there, but I guess it's because it's usually thinner than a bath washcloth or microfiber rag. I don't know. Yeah, that's usually where my other friend ended up getting regretting his actions. Like he used a bath cloth to wax his car and rims, or not his car, his truck, and the polish or the wax made that it actually coated that rag, and it felt like holding a piece of glass. Not to mention the other rag that was covered in plaster and it felt like holding a brick. Yeah, it's just it's just a thing. Like, also, if you want to wax something, get a wax cloth, because a wax cloth, they're made of something else that ends up like you put it in the wash and it actually gets clean. Yeah, it's Kenmore vacuum's good. I know. I have a few Kenmores. Well, actually, I got more than I actually got less than a few now because my whisper tone upright decided to disintegrate. Like, it got very brittle somehow. I don't know why, but it got brittle. Yeah, it's unusable. Yeah, I've got a Kenmore crossover. I've got a Kenmore Performance cleaning system. I've got a Kenmore um, a Kenmore Power Center, and I love them all. I need to get the Kenmore Power Center out and get back to work on it because I need to work on the bearings. But yeah, there have been there've been a good number of things. Do you still have your black Hoover Breathe Easy? Yeah, it it needs to be put back together, and I need a fan. I need to put a fan in it, but um, overall, it's all right. Another Hoover I need to work on is the Cadivac, which I was supposed to be selling, but ended up putting it back away and all that because the motor sounds bad. Your sister's still camping? So far, yeah. Yeah, I haven't been talking to her much because there's been a little bit of a change in plans because I can't afford to keep transporting her and her boyfriend around. And apparently something popped up that I don't even know what it is. Like, I don't remember anything about what she's trying to say. But I'm not gonna talk about that because I think she I think she watches my streams and she may come in and say something about it, and I don't want no trouble. Oh Lord. The very first vacuum I ever saw that was the white version of the Breathe Easy. It's like the Hoover Wide Path. Or is it the one that looks just I'm using the Dremel right now. Oh, okay. But yeah, and one more thing that I want to bring out. Vacuums used to be so much better made. Yeah, like especially like in the 40s and 50s and all that. Like the much earlier ones, same as what you have, the white. Oh, okay. Yeah, the early ones, they tend to have more metal on them. Like, just ask my Hoover convertible Model 704. Like, that's mostly metal. Like, the hood's pretty well the only thing that's plastic. Not to mention just the plastic motor housing, but that's another thing right there. It's mainly metal. Like metal fan, metal handle fork, um, metal base, metal roller, and metal bottom plate, and all that. Metal snaps for the bag. You name it, it's metal. But the only thing that's not metal that's on the vacuum is the wheels, the hood, and the bag, which is like it's kind of like a rubber plastic type material. Oh, and the spring lock. Yeah, the spring lock, like the lock part is plastic, but that's pretty well it. I would take the phone in and show y'all, but do you still have your blue wind tunnel? Oh yeah, that ain't going nowhere. Like that's the closest thing I have to the Maytag, which I want. I know I need a transformer to use the Maytag, but oh well. Or a extension cord to go to the dryer outlet. Because the dryer outlet, I believe, is 210 volts. Like here in the US, anyway. It might be more over in England, which is where the Maytag wind tunnel was made. Like, if you haven't heard of the Maytag wind tunnel, it's basically a who is 240 volt there. So it's probably 220 volts here. I'd have to look at it. I know the dryer outlet takes a higher one. I know the dryer outlet in America takes a higher voltage than the washing machine outlet. Because I can plug the vacuum into the washing machine outlet and it not burn. Yeah, I know it's 120, but I know the dryer outlet's higher. It'll run even a British turbo power. Because a turbo power, I've always wanted one. I don't want the one that's like the Elite. Well, I do want one that's like the Elite, but I want the more in particularly, which is number one, is the Turbo Power Plus Total System U2602. Because one, it's onboard tools, like you don't have to put a pan converter on it. And it's basically like a Legacy when you or a Hoover wide path that's over here went to convert to tools. Like you just put the slider all the way over towards the intake and it'll put like a flap over and you can use it like you can use it with the tools. But yeah, I know a lot of people back. What are we talking about here? Power levels. Like England has 240 volts and America is 120. And why I would need to plug a Hoover Turbo Power Plus Total System into the dryer outlet. Because the dryer outlet in America is 220, I believe. So it's just 20 volts lower. That's just my dad muting the mic for because of YouTube's sake, because he's got the TV on so loud that I imagine I would get a copyright claim. Back, welcome back. But yeah, the whole reason that I'm wanting the turbo power, I want to start another collection of English units. Like, I built them up over the years with pretty well nothing because I only used to do minor chores and all that. So saved up and got quite a bit of cash. I probably need to do that now because I'm running so low on money. Yeah, I've always wanted to start collecting vacuums from overseas. Like, the only reason I hadn't started now is because, well, if you're wondering why I said now, is because I saw a very old Soviet Union canister vacuum at a local thrift store. I guess it's like, and yes, 220-volt dryer. The heater is 120, and so is the dryer, but two other wires that leave the blower make up to 120 to feed the coil. Yeah, I figured. And all that would pretty well add up. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, the reason I didn't get that is because it was priced so high. Like, I wasn't about to steal it because I would be wrong. Stealing is wrong for any younger audience that's watching this. Stealing is wrong. Don't do it. It's not worth the trip to juvie or whatever. Or a trip to jail when you get older. So, yeah. I wasn't about to change the price tag because, one, the price tags at that thrift store have labels. Like, they say what it is. Like, they even have the name of what is being priced, as well as the thing to. But yeah, they have the name of the product as well as the type of product it is. Like, Maytag washing machine. Kenmore, Kenmore dishwasher. Yeah, they label their products, so it wouldn't have worked anyway, even if it wasn't wrong. But I still say it's unfortunate that I couldn't buy it, but I did end up making it without it. I also did end up making some money to get this Miele canister over here. And so far, I'm enjoying that canister. I love that Miele. My dad loves it. Okay, at first, he didn't want me to have it. Then, when he heard how quiet it was, he doesn't want me to get rid of it. He's got a pretty well love-hate relationship with my collection. How can you afford Miele? Oh, that's easy. They had the vacuum at that thrift store. They had it listed as $20. Or maybe it was 24. I don't remember exactly. Unless, did I forget to take that price tag off? No, I did not. But yeah, go to my community tab and you'll see where I posted about it. The red melee that you'll see over there on the community tab. Most vacuums are at thrift stores or on the curb. Yeah. Hey Snoopy's RC, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. They are expensive. I know that. Like I saw what they cost even brand new. And a brand new melee, yeah, I couldn't have afforded that. I guess the thrift store that was selling it didn't know. Yeah, I don't want to get a copyright claim, and I don't want to show someone's face without their permission. But anyway, yeah, I know what melee vacuums cost. A lot of people toss vacuum after 1 year. Yeah, and usually they work. What do you use as a bench vacuum? Usually I'll either use my. No, and it's not really important right now. But yeah, I usually use my Dyson or something bagless because of all the stuff I have to pick up. But yeah, I'll use my Dyson for a bench vacuum because it's bagless and I don't have to worry about buying expensive bags. Okay. I have a brand new Melee C1 I bought last year. I prefer broom and dustpan because most vacuums that claim to do hard floors or carpet don't do it unlike a broom or floor sweeper. Even stick vacs don't do flooring. They're just really useless. Well, that actually does depend. If you get a cordless stick vacuum and you're wanting to do all your hard floors, yeah, that could propose a problem. If you get one that's not that doesn't have a big bend capacity, then yeah, that could also propose a problem. Also, if the bin has a filter in it and the filter's easily clogged, yeah. But I've used my Shark Flex, and it does pretty good. Yeah, I haven't tried the Hoover Blade, but so far Snoopy's RC down here is saying it does all right. It may end up being something I actually try out myself because I want to try out other things. Like I'm not going to just jump to oh, it's good or oh, it's bad. Like I know a lot of them nowadays aren't very good if you have shag carpeting. Because shag carpet, like, it's usually that high of carpet, and a lot of new ones will either tear it apart, or the cordless ones or two motor units, they will stall out the roller brush, or the roller brush is too harsh. It does not do good on shag rugs or high pile carpet. BTW is still here. All right. How do you fix vacuums for other? Do you fix vacuums for other people? I have on occasion. Like, I took one of my oldest sisters iRobot Roomba and got it to actually work. Oh, hi CJ's Vax. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. It stalls it. Yeah. See, that's why, for me personally, if I'm doing shag carpeting, I usually use something like this. This is a Sanitary, and they do have a much cheaper one that you can buy if you are running very low on cash. So, yeah, it's the SC679. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Jario4L. Or Jario4L. I hope I'm saying your name right. I just don't like them. They're weak with brush and suction power. They clog up real quick. Metallica made a song called Sanitarium. I don't really listen to Metallica, so I wouldn't have known. But yeah, Sanitary SC679. They come with a beater bar brush roll. They have a shakeout bag, so you don't have to buy bags. And the shakeouts are not, the shakeout bags are not very difficult to empty because they got like a lining in them. Yep, you got it right. I got a DC-14 all floors, and I'm looking for a DC-14 full kit. I may have a full kit, but I don't know. The only vacuum that does better is my shop vac. I have a little suggestion here. If you have the small hose and you have any carpeting areas, TurboCat EX Zoom. It's for a central vac. And I used I think it was a little canister, now that I remember. Like a little bitty canister. And that thing had that thing going so hard, it actually hurt when it went over my foot. Like, it's a serpentine belt. This was really good. The older ones were. Yeah, the older ones were better, like the Power Force bagged or the Bissell Clean View, or even the older Power Force bagless units. Though I will say this, I have had decent experience with... LOL, ouch. I have had a decent experience with my orange one. My newer orange Clean View. Like, not too many problems have come up with that one. Like, yeah, the front cover is gone for the exhaust filter. As long as the vacuum don't send you to the ER, you're okay. Yeah, like the old Electrolux Ergo Rapidos. Those send you to the ER or to the grave. I got a Bissell Power Force Helix 2191, and I like it. Had it for a year now, but I will prefer the older ones. Yeah, like, I like my old Bissells, like, even my old soft bag Bissells, which I wish I still had one of. But I'm willing to give newer ones a chance. Soren, why do you bug the lizards? Why do you have to hurt the lizards? My cat is a savage. What did they do to send you to the ER? Oh, the Electrolux Ergo Rapido. Apparently there was a lot of recalled models. And the reason they were being recalled is because their batteries were catching fire. They were literally burning. I use a small hose, but I mostly use the big hose. But my shop vac's a 12-gallon. It's loud but worth it. Do you like shark? Me? Yeah, I like my sharks. My sharks do pretty good. Yeah, apparently this one woman, it actually lit her clothes on fire. Like her clothes caught fire. She had severe burns. Even back, the hair on the back of her head never grew back because it was so bad. I don't, I don't too much electrical issues. Oh, I don't have too much electrical issues, I guess. Huh. But yeah, that lady, she didn't come out looking too good because, like, apparently she was wearing a wool sweater and it caught fire, and her clothes burnt. They had to cut her clothes off. It was so bad. I bet there was a lawsuit against the company. I don't know, but what I do know is once I got my orange one, my orange Ergo Rapido, I was warned immediately about recalled models because of that. Like, I imagine I could look that news article up and I can post it in the community tab for anyone who doesn't know about this to look at. I would sue them. Only problem is it's hard to actually sue a company. Like, you would have to have an amazing lawyer to do so. I heard the T-Series wind tunnels were recalled from August 2009 to May 2010. That wouldn't surprise me because I've seen a few of them by the road, and when I picked them up, their bottom, like their base is disintegrated, and the roller brush actually flew up and hit the halogen light. Yeah, there was a lot of embers coming down from that halogen light. I am so glad there was no gas in that garage. Because for anyone here who likes horror movies, if you've ever watched um, Christine, I think it was where they had where they had the guy drive the car into the shop, and it had the Camaro gas tank pouring gas, and I think a light busted in the embers, actually caused an explosion. Yeah, I would not have wanted to be in that car playing that role. Wow, so it destroyed its plastic cover. Yeah, it like this. It's like the base was prone to get very brittle, and it would actually tear apart. And I think and the vacuum being a motor driven roller brush, like a one motor system where the belt would drive the roller brush from the main motor, it it busted and the brush roll flew and hit the light. My dad was not happy. That's how long ago it was when I had that. I actually still have that T series. It has a different base on it. It's got one from a old Hoover Rewind. I don't think it was the no, it was a newer Rewind, and yeah, I put that base on it because it worked, it fit, and all that. So yeah, it's less prone to being destroyed. Yep, still got the T-Series. It's a bag T-Series. Was it a 12 amp motor? Yep, still is. I have not taken the motor out and I have not changed it. So, same motor, same belt, just a different base. The 12 amps have more power. Yeah, they don't exactly give it more cleaning power, but yeah, it does use a lot more power. Not necessarily. I know of a lot of 12 amp motors that don't have good airflow. Like suction doesn't do it. It's airflow. Like you can have a lot of suction, but if you have no airflow, it will not do very good. I had a 12 amp Dirt Devil and I tell you, very effective. I have a 3 amp Dirt Devil and it does amazingly. Me too, Jerrio. Yep, Dirt Devil Broom Vac. And I will tell you this, my aunt having Pomeranians, yeah, it's in storage, but I'll go grab it eventually because I need to run it anyway. Or I could just put you a link in the comment section to it. But yeah, 3 amp motor. I even have a 5 amp Eureka that does amazingly. Okay, so if y'all know that black Eureka the Boss that I have, if y'all remember that black Eureka the Boss, the 5 amp one with the gray bag on it, yeah, that's only 5 amps and it has amazing airflow, even with the F and G system. This Sanitary here, let's see, only 7 amps. I don't know how well y'all can see that, but yep, this is a 7 amp machine and it works amazingly. That bagged or bagless, the black Eureka. It's bagged, but I have a shakeout bag on it, and yeah, it doesn't have to take bags with the. Well, neither does this Sanitary, but yeah, the Black Eureka, it's originally bagged. But I have a shakeout bag on it because the seal on the original bag went bad. And it was always puffing dust out around the bottom where it goes onto the vacuum. But yeah, this bag here on this Sanitary, you can put bags in it, or you can take this top clamp off and use it as a shakeout. Do you still have Hoover Steam Vac in your storage? I have a couple Steam Vacs in storage. Like I have my basic Steam Vac, which needs a lot of work. I have my black Steam Vac. I have I think it's a blue one. I don't remember exactly, but I think it's a blue one. Yeah, the black Steam Vac, the hose, y'all know that the hose on the automatics, like when you put it in the upright position, if that hose is bad down there, it's not going to have a lot of airflow. Call you on Skype in an hour? I don't know. We'll see. It depends on if I have anything else to do. If I don't answer, you don't need to call me a lot. Like, I'll call you when I get a chance to return it. But yeah, I'm probably going to go in the garage later and do some more crafting. And I'm gonna grab. I think I'm gonna grab one of my other sharks, and I'm gonna clean up the mess. Yeah, I'm trying to get into crafting, but I think I'm gonna have to go through some construction dumpsters just to get some wood because I want to make things genuine. I don't want to go out and just buy crafting products like little bits of wood that already have a form. I want to make my own form. That way, I can at least have something to clean up and show y'all a vacuum, and I can sell it to make money. I got a question. My Hoover steam vac has a air leak, but it's not coming from the recovery duct. But I looked at the pickup nozzle and the motor, and the gaskets are there. What should I do? Oil the gaskets and rejuvenate? Nope. Uh. Okay. There's other channels for for the air to go through, and it has Okay, so it has the air path that goes like around the motor, and if that's blocked up with hair or whatever, then it'll have bad. Then it won't have any airflow. I have a Hoover Elite Rewind Deluxe from 2009. Oh yeah, it must be like if anyone here knows General One, it must be like that red one he has. I mean, honestly, I don't call those Elite machines because when I think of Elite, I usually think of the direct air vacuums from like the 90s, very early 2000 years, and all that. Oh, and 80s. Because I know they had the Elite in the 80s. I think the very first Elite came out in the 80s. I could be wrong, but I think it came out in the early 80s. The first Elite came out in the 80s. But away from my own personal opinion, um, I've heard that the Rewind series, the early Rewind series, was pretty good. Not the best bagless vacuum in the world, but I heard they were pretty good. But I like the T series bagless that was decent. I gotta say, I think they were better than the early T series. I looked everywhere and there's nothing out of the ordinary because I cleaned the whole thing and there's an air leak coming from the front, but I don't know where. Oh, from the front. Okay. There is two ways that could be, and that could be like, okay, you know how the front window completes the air path? Like, it's the front window for where the water goes through, and it comes out to that like lip. Yeah, the seal could be bad on that. Yeah, the seal could be bad on that. Like, I heard that those seals, they don't last very long if you don't vacuum first. Like, if you're just jumping straight to an extraction, that could end up going bad. And, yeah, it could cause many issues. Like, that's why I always, like, if I'm using one of my really good ones that has a lot of seals, I'll usually go over the carpet with one of these or one of my old Hoovers, like the convertible or concept, or even my old Power Force bagged. Speaking of sanitaries, I'm probably going to run the 679 later on. I know I said I'm probably going to sell that, but I don't know. About to say that the seal's good, like it's new, but discolored from my grandma using it on her carpet. She probably didn't vacuum. Yeah, she probably didn't vacuum, or she used a heavy cleaner that's not meant to pick up. Like if she used like the commercial carpet cleaner solution, that's probably what it is. Because you're not really supposed to use a commercial carpet cleaning solution with those because they're not really meant to handle it. A lot of times it's just too strong. Like I have a feeling that's why the seal went in the pump went bad on my Bessel spot bot. I don't know. I could be very wrong on that, but yeah, the pump on the spot bot is it has a bad seal or it's gone bad. Because I've already checked the tubing that goes to the pump on the spot bot and it's just fine. The pump on the spot bot's just fine. But I think it's the seal in the pump. Like, the pump's obviously going to have a seal. Also, I meant that the tubes on the pump are fine. Not the pump, because the pump's obviously not fine if it's leaking. I don't know what she used. She can't vacuum or use the carpet cleaner because she's weak enough to not do what she was able to do. Oh boy. Yeah, I wouldn't put her through that because if she's that kind of weak, then she doesn't need to be doing any heavy work. Like that's what I always tell my mom. Like you don't need to be doing any heavy work if you got that bad of arthritis in your hands and all that. That's what I kept saying. Yeah, like encourage her not to do that. Like cooking is one thing. Like that's not typically heavy work. Um Half the time doing laundry is not heavy work, but if you're having to put like heavy loads into the washer, then yeah, that's also bad. Yeah, like that's why I typically try to say, "Mom, just let me come out there. I know I can't really right now because I need to put gas in the car and all that, so I don't have to stay out here longer than I need to." Because my dad goes out there a lot, and yeah, he likes to hang out there until it starts getting to where it's getting dark, and I know he can't drive in the nighttime because his vision's not very good, and that wretched hull of a van, it doesn't have the best headlights. So yeah, I strongly urge her not to do any heavy work. My brother's unreliable because, well, he likes to drink until he can't think. So, anyway, that's why I try to urge my mom because she's way over her 60s and I try to urge her not to do the bad stuff. Plus the carpet cleaner will pick up water, but the base is so light you have to put weight on it so it'll pick up water. Yeah, there's something wrong with your seals. Cause even the lightest front end, it should be able to pick up a lot of water. Like my my oldest steam vac, like before I found out about its motor problems, like it's very lightweight in the front because there's no spin brushes. Like even this little Bissell over here, let me go ahead and grab that. Like this little thing. This little thing is so lightweight, especially like in the front, because it's only got this tiny little motor that spins the brushes. It's super lightweight, and it's able to pick up a lot of water. Even though it's like one of those direct air types, um, oh, so it doesn't have any brushes on the front. Even though I looked that model number up, and it's a spin scrub unit. I mean, the one I have, it's a very, very basic steam vac, no spin scrub, and it's, you would have to see it. No? Okay, because I looked the model number up, and it doesn't have the same thing that my basic one does. It's a spin scrub unit. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to end the stream here soon because my battery's starting to go dead. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna look up some other things, but I'm pretty sure your seals are bad because you said they're discolored, and it doesn't sound like she vacuumed at all. Like you're always supposed to vacuum before you extract. Okay, my phone's at 10%. I'm gonna have to end the stream here. So thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed talking with me and all that. I gotta go. And I'm probably gonna end up doing a Sanitary video with the 679. So stay tuned for that. And I will of course see y'all in the next video. Bye everyone.